Hi all, it's Bernie Bear here. I just wanted to have a quick chat really, just to see how everyone's doing. I'm going to be doing a bit of a chat talking about narcissism, which seems to be a big thing. It seems like you hear it everywhere, doesn't it? It's almost like we've got this platform at the minute for narcissism, and a lot of it, do you know what, a lot of it does come from social media sites. You hear it all the time, people talking about it, but what you don't hear is people that have researched, people that have had experience, people who have read articles, people who are trained in that arena. What you hear is people who think that they know about the subject, that are not trained, that have little experience, that are not coaches, that are not therapists, which is fine. You know, it's all fine. If you want to vlog or blog about, you know, your experience, that is amazing. However, what I would say is if you're going to be taking that advice or recommendation on board, or have an understanding of it, which is great, because it's nice to have an understanding of another person's experience of being involved with someone who's got narcissism. But let's be honest, true narcissism, somebody who's got an NPD disorder diagnosis, is far in between. However, what we're doing as a society is we're idolising this word, we're giving so much power to it, and then we're creating people that have experienced that can be, and I don't use the word codependent on this label. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of put that out there, just to see kind of anyone's experience around that. But what I generally wanted to talk about this evening was a snapshot of narcissism, and some of you may have heard of like a smear campaign. When things have come towards an end, when you've had eventually no contact with your ex-partner or whoever it is, or friend or family member, what happens then? What happens? There's not much conversation, is there, about this smear campaign, and about actually people try to go inwards and stay quiet, don't they, after the no contact, because they don't want to cause any more stress. Because going through that, through a relationship or having a family member who was narcissistic, it's traumatic, it is trauma. And what happens is that a lot of people go introvert to feel safe. They don't say much to anyone, they don't share stuff, they are so traumatized, they just kind of want to recoil like this, like into the wilderness, metaphorically. However, I want to talk about smear campaigning. So what happens when you've ended it a couple of months down the line, and you hear of someone something bad, or you hear something off social media, you know, you hear something from someone, and what happens generally when you've ended that contact is that, you know, sometimes, not all the time, them games end eventually. However, sometimes it doesn't end, and a couple of months down the line, as I say, they can continue with their smear campaign. They can involve you, speak to your friends, black name you. You are the word psycho. You know, that's you. That's how they're labelling you. They're giving you a false narrative about you. So what do you need to do? What do you do with that? What do you do? Because it's really hard, isn't it? What do you do? I'm going to ask you out there. What do you do? Advice from someone like me who's a professional therapist, counsellor. I would say collect the evidence, give it to the police. And I know that kind of is sometimes a little bit, do I not? But actually, if not, you're getting that power back. If you don't do anything, you leave it, and yeah, you've done that no contact and that doesn't work, and then they continue. This is because they're still, not that they want you back, it's not to do with that, because it's a game for them, because you've rubbed their ego, you've damaged their ego, you've hurt it, you're kind of getting your power back. And this is what I would still continue to do. No contact, absolutely no contact, because as soon as you have contact, as soon as you react to that, you're feeding them. You're giving. So remember, back in that relationship or with that family member or partner, they were getting their needs met through you. So that's what's going to happen again. You're going to go back into that cycle. You don't. Keep everything blocked. Everything's still blocked on social media. Everything blocked. Don't have that contact with them. Collect the evidence. Give it to the police. You know, if they're continuing, there is laws now. Things have changed. There is domestic abuse laws around, and there's cyber stalking laws. You know, people cannot get away with doing this anymore. You know, defamation of character 2 or 3 years ago was completely different to now. Doesn't mean that the police are going to do something there and then straight away, but what it means is you're getting your power back. You're gaining your power back as well, and it builds a picture. It builds a picture, so then you can kind of then share that. If you need to, if they don't leave you alone, if they continue with their smear campaigning, you know, making lies up, involving other people, other exes, and that, that can happen. You know, it's happened to me before, you know, where that's happened. And, you know, my advice would be, don't give power to it. Do not give power. Keep that no contact, even though I know it could be hard to say, oh my gosh, I can't believe they've just done that. What an absolute a-hole, or whatever you're thinking. You know, speak to your friends, speak to your best friend, someone who you trust, who's got your back. Process that, you know, or process it if you have got counselling or a therapist, or, you know, message on your comments with me. I'm going to be starting a coaching course in February about this, and about the trauma and the grief and the aftermath of that. So I'm just kind of putting it out there. It is going to be part of my membership, which I'm going to be offering. But I will keep you all updated. But I just wanted to kind of share that today is mainly around smear campaigning, because I think that out of it all, you know, you've got all of the other stuff, the gaslighting, the love bombing when they try to win you back, but actually no one really talks massively about the aftermath, do they? No one really talks about how do you deal with that, what do you do, what are the practical stuff. I've been there, I've done it, I've got the experience, I've worn that t-shirt, and I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that have done that. But yeah, no, I just wanted to kind of keep you updated. Enjoy my video, like, subscribe, comment, but thank you, and I will hopefully speak to you soon. Take care, bye.